Hi everyone, it's Shah. I am sharing something with you this evening for a challenge for the lovely Mary Barrett. Now Mary is having a challenge and I'll put the links below. I've got what I've made for Mary underneath here. But just before I get into that, I just wanted to say I haven't been making many videos lately, or I've been away for a little while from doing it because like online, because I had a bit of a setback with my back. I think I've mentioned it before. I've got a bit of a bad back, and yeah, I was cleaning my getting to do my, it was lovely. I was doing my craft room, reorganising it, and I got some new shelving from IKEA, and yeah, just doing all of that, I put my back out, and unfortunately this time I couldn't sit for very long, so which made my crafting, I had to stop for a little while, which was really awful, because you know what we're like without doing our crafting. So yeah, that's why I've been away for a while. But I have good days and bad days, but you know, once you get a bad back, you know, that's the way it is, but that's okay. I got in, I've actually done a revamp of my craft room and like organised things, so a couple of things like that have happened, and I have got some more videos coming up, two Easter journals that I've just about finished, and that I will be putting up, and I have taken a break from my Etsy shop also, because I really couldn't you know, keep that going whilst I was sort of out of action a bit, but I will open that up again. I've got some plans for that too, but I will do it just for my journals. But yeah, my next few videos, I'm just putting the finishing touches on those, and then they'll be ready. What else did I have to tell you all? Yeah, so yeah, unfortunately I've been away for a little while. I have been neglecting going over some of the channels too, because you know, just sitting at the computer for a long time and everything was not really that good for me. So yeah, but I really missed it. So anyway, well, yeah, so what I've decided, I'm making this video for, is I wanted to share this with you, and I've done something here. I'll just show you what I've done. So what I've done for Mary is, now this really stumped me with Mary's. What she's doing is it's a quilt she's already made, and she wants she has asked if you could send something either to put on the back, or you know, she doesn't mind what size, if it's paper, if it's flowers, flowers, if it's paper, if it's fabric, and she will sort of fill in the spare spaces. But I was really stumped as what to do with Mary. And then she got this beautiful entry from a lady. I've never heard of her before, and I haven't had a chance to look at her channel, but she did a beautiful embroidery hoop and embroidered it, which if you get a chance, I'll put Mary's link below, and she links you to this lady's channel. And you'll notice she did this little embroidery hoop, and I had one, and I certainly am no embroiderer. I can't do it, so it's absolutely beautiful. But I thought, what a great idea. So I had one here, and I wasn't really sure what to do for Mary, so that's what I've done. But what I started out doing was I got this, I was watching, following, because I follow Gina from the Firefly Studios, 67 I think it is, Firefly Studio 67, and she was doing these boards, like sort of like a mood board, I think she called it, or a collage board, and then she made tags out of them. And because I've organised my craft area, I thought, what a great idea. I could do my own thing with that, and have these boards stored so that I could just get them out, and because that's what I'm aiming to do, is to have all my things so that I can just grab them and use them as I go. So Gina did a beautiful board with what she did, and you can go and have a look at her channel too. She does some wonderful things, and but I did my own version of that. And I had one there that I'd started and was just about finished. I've got a couple more done since, and basically I didn't use any particular paper line. I just used, I basically used my scraps and then embellished it. So what I've done is I've taken up the embroidery hoop idea that this lovely lady did for Mary. And I will show you that in a second, but I started off with this, and it's sort of like, so I've made it into like a, I guess, a wall hanging or a file folder type of thing with a pocket, a lace pocket. And I just collaged it with lots of all my bits and pieces. I've got a little Tim Holtz paper doll there. I've embellished it with some nice things. This is an idea that Gina had with the safety pin, that I put a rusty safety pin for the body of the butterfly, and she also stenciled it, and I used my stencil. I don't think mine's anything like Ginas. Hers is absolutely gorgeous, yeah, I used what I had though. I didn't print out new, although I have some of those. I do have those paper lines that she's got, but I sort of wanted to, this started out as something that I could have in my storage, since I've got my new cabinet, and so that I could grab and use for different things. So, you know, if you, I've got a couple more of these this size, and you know, if I want to do something, I can cut it up into tags, or I could make a file folder like that way with it, or, you know, it's got quite a few different things. You could use it for a cover of a journal or a book or something. So yeah, it's got quite a few uses, but I turned this one into a wall hanging for Mary if she wants to use it separately, or she can put it on the back of a quilt. I think it's too big, but that would be up to her. So, you know, that's it explained really. I just use this, I've got some vintage stamps. I've just laid it up with all my scraps of papers, some of my cards that I didn't use, some Tim Holtz little couples there, bits and pieces of papers that I just had. And when I cleaned my craft room, I found so many that really I should have used. I did print this out. I've got this printed out, and yeah, so, and I've got that stencil already in the paste. So yeah, I just used what I had. So that's what I ended up making out of it. And then what I did for her quilt is it's a tiny, one of the tinier embroidery hoops. I painted it. I gessoed it and painted it white. And basically I just stretched some gauze and some tulle and some lace that I had there, and I'm hoping it's colours that Mary likes. I can't remember. I know she likes green and not much pink. She doesn't like pink very much, so I tried to stay away from that. And this is from the Graphics Fairy of these. This is the new one of the new packages or bundle she's got, which is called Emma, and it's got these really lovely, I'm going to do a journal with it, it's got these lovely little tags with it, says Emma and her loveliness, she's loveliness herself. So and it's sort of Jane Austen along those lines, and a little green sort of theme tag there. I've got some pearl like stamen things there. I've got some eyelash trim and some seam binding. And then on the back I've got a note to Mary, and I've just got my tag, and I've embellished that a little bit with a bulb pin, and I'll just put some just on the back there to embellish that. So yeah, that's what I've made for Mary, and I'll be getting that off to her as soon as possible. Yeah, and I'll be back soon with some with those journals. One of them I might do like a tutorial with it. I might do, I've got one almost finished in the second one, but I might sort of do that as a tutorial that you can craft along with me. I'm not sure yet. So that I'll be along with that soon. Oh, and before I go, I just wanted to say welcome to my new subscribers. I do know that I've had a few join me in the last couple of weeks, and I'm sorry I haven't been very attentive to my channel, but been sort of otherwise occupied. And I'd just like to say welcome to all those new subscribers, and thank you for joining me. And yeah, you'll get used to me with bits of glue on me. It's me all over. You know, I'm quite a messy crafter. So yeah, welcome, and just hi to everybody that's been very supportive of me. So I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.